iPeople is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
My name is Kamal. I'm the founder, chief executive for Little. Little started as a ride-hailing app a couple of years back, but now we are heading into a super app where we provide rides, deliveries, foods, payments, entertainment, everything under one app for the African consumers. A couple of years back, when the ride-hailing companies were here from the West, the driver interest was not really addressed. So every single driver that you would see in the market would have some challenges with these foreign apps, and we felt there was a need for us to come and address the challenges that the drivers were facing, and that's how Little was formed, to attend to their concerns and their issues and listen to their voices as we provide services to the customers. So today, if you look at it, the driver community is really supporting Little because we listen to them, we design the product that are actually win-win for both the drivers as well as the riders. We are rolling out products which are specifically designed for women entrepreneurs. For example, on Little we have a special category for women drivers. In terms of merchant space, we have a different product specifically designed for women entrepreneurs. So with time, I think it is changing, and more and more fintechs, if they also have start designing a product which are specifically designed for women, we believe that the inclusion rate would increase for women. See, broadly the way market is now is every single driver who is on other app is also on Little. So these drivers have multiple apps, and the app that provides them the better service, the better pricing is what the drivers normally go for. We don't want to get into the price war with the other companies because we feel that that's not the way to grow the company. We want to remain innovative. We want to design a localized solution for the local communities, and as we speak, I think we are doing fairly well. We possibly might be the biggest in the country as far as the corporate ride hailing is concerned, and then followed by the other apps. In Kenya, we have close to about 100,000 drivers on the platform, and in terms of number of consumers, we are reaching close to 1 million customers now. We are a profitable company as compared to the other app providers. We have always been profitable, so we want to run business in a more profitable manner. We'll be doing GMV in the range of about $15 to $20 million as we speak, and it's just growing. And these are the numbers for Kenya. Obviously, we are currently operating also in several other countries. So we operate in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and now heading to West Africa. So what we felt is, as an African consumer, the mobile phone capacity is always a challenge. So the customers didn't really wanted to have one app for ride, one app for deliveries, one for payments, one for entertainment. So we thought of combining all of them together and then bring in the payment with an experience. So for example, when you order, let's say, a movie ticket, you can order a movie ticket on any mobile platform and pay for it. But here we bring in the experience, so you can actually look at the movie, you can see the trailers, you can select a seat, you can order a hot dog and a popcorn, and combine everything, bring the experience, and then you pay for it. So we want to bring an embedded finance into our product where you bring in with an experience, and that's where I think we are really picking up, especially into the young generation. So what we do, obviously we are regulated, we are in the process of getting our license for financial services, and we are regulated under central bank. So the requirements that are required by the central banks of the countries, we need to comply with them. We need to take the KYC details. We also ensure that the data privacy is managed and maintained, because there are also now regulations coming around the data privacy, and we are ensuring that we are there to every requirement that is required by the law. The biggest challenge I think we feel is, especially into the financial vertical, is the transaction cost is still very high. So when you send money from one account to the other, when you make a bill payment, when you buy airtime, when you pay a merchant, the transaction cost of these transactions are relatively high, and we believe that these transaction costs can be reduced. So, the product that we also now rolling out for our merchants is 0% commission. There is no commission that we would be charging. Even when you send money from one account to the other account, we are not charging anything. So, we want to make sure that the cost of financial transaction is kept more or less zero. And that is where the world is moving. So, if you see some of the emerging large emerging economies like India and China, the cost of transaction is literally zero, and I think that is where even Africa is moving. The opportunities in now the scale of transactions. So, when you start charging much lesser on a transaction cost, people are now actually motivated to move from the real cash transaction to the virtual transactions, and that is where the real opportunity lies. Africa can be taken as a large one continent. It has several countries. All the countries has its own regulation, and if you just focus on one country, then the size of economy is relatively smaller. So, you need to start focusing on every country and start opening up your portfolio across several countries. Then I think you can get into the space. From Hire People 40 days 40 fintech, I think what I believe will bring in is it will create a hype for the fintechs. It will create it will give an opportunity to several fintechs to present them in these 40 days. So, I think the project that you are running 40 days 40 fintechs will help many of these fintechs to really shine and share their experience, as it will also benefit both them and the community. There are a lot of talented brains outside there. There are a lot of fintech companies that are outside there, but they are not very well demonstrated to the world. So, they do all their interesting innovations in one corner, and they are not exposed to the general audience. And I think you guys, what you are doing is bringing them to the limelight, giving them a platform where they can come and speak what they are doing, come and demonstrate the innovations that they are doing. That obviously helps them to scale up. So, that is, I mean, in addition to many other good things that you are doing, I think that is the thing that really catches my attention. If you can also create a community of startups and fintechs where they can learn from each other, because we also feel there are a lot of silos around, what we are doing and what mistakes we are doing. Maybe I am sure the other fintechs are also going through the same challenge. So, if you create some sort of a networking place, if you bring all of them together for them to share their ideas and failures, that can help everyone to succeed. Little initially it started as a ride hailing app, but now we provide several services on the platform. This starts from ride hailing to food deliveries, groceries, payments, entertainment. So, the bouquet of services on Little is much larger, and for you to get details on this, you can visit our website at little.africa and also enroll yourself and become one of our merchants and start doing business yourself.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crossleg Technologies, Modus Box, Modular Foundation and Level 1 Projects.